Hey guys, welcome back to the Social English Podcast, where today's episode is an English repair shop episode. In the English repair shop, I am going to fix a Japanese person's English that asked me to do it for him as a favor. No problem. The topic for today is ramen. So, listen up.
今日は英語修理店のエピソードです。英語を勉強している日本人が英語の間違いを正してくれないかと尋ねました。これを実際の会話英語で行ってみます。
Once again, this is your host Percy, and I wanted to welcome you back to the Social English Podcast. This podcast today is for beginner, intermediate, and advanced.All levels. And this is an English repair shop episode, and the topic is the ramen shop I have went to before. Okay? So with every single episode, first I will read the incorrect wrong English slowly. Then I will read in the second part.The correct English. And in part 3, I will give you tips on how to not make these mistakes. And in part 4, I will say the corrected English one more time in normal, natural speed of English, okay?And as you can see, I am an American, and this is an American English accent. But if you are studying English, it doesn't matter. Just learn English. I encourage you to learn English. Okay, so let's start. This is the wrong English from the Japanese person learning English. Today's topic is the ramen I have before.Do you know gyu suji? What is on top of this ramen is gyu suji. Gyu means beef and suji means Achilles tendon. This gyu suji was so tender and juicy,and I liked this taste so much. In addition, gyu suji is often with cognac. I want to know if people abroad eat cognac well. Here it is one more time. Today's topic.is the ramen I have before. Do you know gyu suji? What is on top of this ramen is gyu suji. Gyu means beef and suji means Achilles tendon. This gyu suji was so tender,and juicy, and I liked this taste so much. In addition, gyu suji is often with cognac. I want to know if people abroad eat cognac well. Okay.How would you fix this English? Some of the English that this Japanese person used was correct in their sentences, but some English was not correct. So please think, how would you fix this? Okay, are you done thinking? Good. Let's move on to my social English version. This is how I would fix this particular passage. Okay, so let's talk about that. Here is my correct English. Now, remember, this is social English. Here it is in slow speed. Today, I want to tell you about one of my favorite ramen dishes. Have you ever heard of gyu suji? Well, gyu suji is the topping on this dish. Gyu means beef and suji means Achilles tendon. Gyu suji is tender and juicy, and I love the taste. Normally, gyu suji is eaten with cognac. I wonder if many people abroad eat cognac. Okay, here it is in one more time. Okay, one more time. However, I will give you two options for the ending. Please listen to the two different sentences and I will explain them. Today, I want to tell you about one of my favorite ramen dishes. Have you ever heard of gyu suji? Well, gyu suji is the topping on this dish. Gyu means beef and suji means Achilles tendon. Gyu suji is tender and juicy, and I love the taste. Normally, gyu suji is eaten with cognac. I wonder if many people abroad eat cognac. Do people in your country eat cognac? Okay, so those were the two options. So let's go into that one more time. So from the sixth sentence into the two options for the seventh. Normally, gyu suji is eaten with cognac. I wonder if many people abroad eat cognac. Option 2. Normally, gyu suji is eaten with cognac. Do people in your country eat cognac? Okay. So, remember, here's the tips, part 3. Remember, this is not written eigo. This is a form of conversational eikaiwa that I call social English. And in social English, our goal is to create more conversation and be able to speak in social situations by having an understanding of the English conversation patterns and topics. Okay? So, let's talk about that. In the original, written by the Japanese person, not before, it's implied. So use favorite ramen dishes. In other words, you don't need to say the ramen I had before, because you are going to speak about ramen that in the topic. So we already know that you ate the ramen. The listener already knows you are going to talk about the ramen that you've already experienced. So it is past tense. We can understand as the listener that you will be talking about something that happened in the past and your experience. So we don't need before, because we understand you're going to be talking about it. So that's why we can say favorite ramen dish, because favorite means you made a choice, you experienced the ramen, you ate the ramen, and you decided it was your favorite or one of your many favorite foods to eat. This is why we want to express our emotion about the topic by saying, my favorite dish is this gyusuji ramen. Okay. The next advice or hint is, in the last sentence, we ask the question directly. And it's better for a social English conversations to ask the question directly to the person, to your listener, because you want to ask them their opinion. You are interested. Do people in your country eat cognac? So this is the second option. This is the conversational English, where you are asking the question to your listener because you really want to understand the answer. So let's go back to the first part. I want to know if people abroad eat cognac well. Okay. This is something you could say in conversation, but it isn't really useful, because you can ask the listener, your conversation partner, the person you are speaking to. Ask, hey, do people in your country, do people where you are from, do they eat cognac? Is cognac popular in your culture? Do you know what cognac is? Okay, so this is kind of this was addressed earlier, but you really want to ask. If you want to keep a good conversation with someone and learn about them, you really want to ask those deep questions.
この章を気に入っていただけたら、5つ星のレビューをぜひお願いします。コメントは英語か日本語でお書きいただければ喜んで読ませていただきます。realsocialenglish.com にアクセスしてぜひ無料でダウンロードしてください。 ほとんどの日本人の英語を勉強している人がやってしまいがちな7つの間違いとその正しい言い方。また、毎日英語を上達させるのに役立つ資料もたくさんあります。Apple Podcast、Google Podcast、Stitcher、そして今はパンドラでもポッドキャストを購読いただきます。支援者になっていただけませんか？私たちがこのショーを作るための支援として$5の寄付をお願いできませんか？今後のエピソードで感謝の気持ちをお伝えします。また、そこでしか利用できない新しいコンテンツも入手できます。patreon.com/socialenglish からご参加ください。ソーシャルメディアで私たちのポッドキャストを友達にシェアしたり、Twitter、Facebook、Instagram のフォローをお願いします。
Okay, that's going to do it for today's episode of the Social English Podcast. I am grateful that you joined me today. I really hope you can share this episode with your friends and help them to learn a little bit more social English as well. Thank you for joining. As always, peace and love.
今日は楽しい時間をありがとうございました。ぜひ私たちのウェブサイト realsocialenglish.com を訪問して日本語訳と役立つ情報を手に入れてください。また次回お会いしましょう。バイバイ。See you next time. Bye bye.